Hey everybody, welcome back. Not even the CIA could get these confessions out of me.
This is how I died.
Instant block.
I feel awful.
I'm gonna repress this.
So I heard we on here telling secrets since, TikTok about to expire. I got one. I got a crazy one. And I ain't never told nobody this. Girl, you ain't gonna believe this. Oh my God. So, my lease had expired. I was overstaying my welcome at my apartment.
Okay,
I knew I didn't have nowhere else to go at the time. And I was like, I gotta stay here until the last second. So I got on TikTok and I took a picture and it said 0 matches on Tinder. It was one of them random filters. And I was like, I ain't been on Tinder in a few years. I get on Tinder. I start going on dates. Okay. I meet this guy. He pulls up in a red Tesla, picks me up. We go on this beautiful date. A candlelit violin type thing. That was the second date. The first date he took me on, it was a very upscale restaurant, rooftop view. He was taking me, he was pulling out all the stops. And
as he should.
I do the seduction. The thing is, I had just learned that I had Cameroonian heritage. And back in my country, we speak French and we speak English. Okay? Now, I'm American. So I started testing out this French accent, right? I started testing out this French accent, and I was just playing around at first. And then I got good at it, and I was like, so I started using it in everyday life. Every time I went on a date with this man, I spoke in this French accent.
Wait, so you don't have a French accent, you were pretending to have a French accent?
Oui.
Listen, I actually used to do this too. And then, as I would get progressively more drunk, my accents would get better, which is weird. It was almost like as I got more drunk, I became more in character, and I would fake British accents all the time. I would fake Southern accents all the time, until one time a guy that I was flirting with heard me talking to my friends in my normal accent, my Canadian accent. He's like,
"You are way hotter with an accent."
How's that possible? It does up. It does up the quality, There's something about an accent. I just make sense with an accent. I don't know what to tell you. This was something I was even told in high school. Charlotte can only act when she has an accent. And you know what? They're probably right.
Hello there, baby. What are you doing?
Ooh.
Absolutely. We can go, sure.
Ooh.
Yes, darling. Me and you? Oh, yes, I would love that, darling. Girl, I was a whole actress. I spoke in a French accent the entire time. This man still think I'm French to this day. Girl, he still think I'm French to this day. Oh,
Hopefully he doesn't have TikTok.
So like I told you, I didn't have nowhere to live at the time. My lease was expiring. So I'm going out on dates with him. We never slept together. So I was going out on dates and he really wanted me and da-da-da-da-da. And one day I call him. I'm like, I want to be in your world, darling. And he was like, yeah, I'll send an Uber to pick you up. You can come by my place tomorrow. I was like, cool. I put everything, all of my items, suitcases, books, clothes, hangers, in that Uber. I stuffed everything in that Uber because he ain't noticed, but I was moving in. I brought my cat. I brought a real life cat with me. I got over to his house. He said, darling, I'm here with all my stuff. Can you help me get some of my stuff out the car, please? I have a suitcase and stuff like that. It's so good to talk to you. So good. I'm so glad that I'm moving in with you. He said, moving in? I said, yes. What do you mean? Yes, I'm moving in. You got my voice message, didn't you, baby? You said you want to be in love with me. Well, now's your chance. Girl,
I bet it worked.
He sat me down in his bedroom. He was like, he started rubbing on my shoulder. He said, so what are you, baby? A con artist? told me that you want to fall in love with me. Well, then let's start a life together. I don't understand why. What is the problem? What is the matter with you, huh? What?
This is so
Oh,
convincing.
you want me to leave? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, moving in, though? Like, no.
I'm sorry. You said,
I want to be a part of your world.
I want to be where the people are. I want you to pay my rent. I'm a little worried about singing because the last time I sang a song, I sang it so well that the Bohemian Rhapsody copyright claimed me. See, now I have to purposefully sound bad when I sing.
You sure about that?
I sang this at my 4th grade talent show and got a standing ovation. Thank you very much.
Long story short, I ended up living with this man.
Oh,
We
it
ended
worked.
up
Period.
dating boyfriend, girlfriend. I meet his son, meet his family. I'm
With the
cooking
accent?
and cleaning. Okay, cooking and cleaning. Playing house. We're playing house now. We're having a good time. I
Checkmate.
lived with this man for 6 months. I remember there was a couple of times where I'd be at the home and I was talking and I'd be talking my French accent like, oh my God, no one will be home, right? And I'm saying, oh my goodness, I need to get this done, I need to get this done, I need to get this done. And I opened the door and he was in the bathroom. I was like, oh, I said, girl, you better keep that French going. Could you imagine him coming home and me be at the house just like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, baby? What you doing? Okay, you want dinner? What you want to dinner? That Korean barbecue I made the other day? Hey, that was good, wasn't it? Girl, I wanted to switch it up so bad just to laugh, but I was like, girl, no, this is your place to stay. Just keep on the path. Just keep on the path. I live with this man. I meet his family. I meet his son. His dogs love me. And this is why we broke up. You ready? You're not ready. You're not ready.
I don't know, am I?
You're not ready.
Okay.
You're not. So even though all this craziness happened, he had 2 dogs. One dog was young, had a lot of energy and in love with me. Like he was literally confused as to why his dog loved me so much. But, you know, it's just that energy, baby. Then he had another dog that was old and sick. And because it was sick, the bladder was not working. It wasn't bladdering like it was supposed to bladder. And it used to pee and poop all over the ground. Okay. So he went to Florida with his family for family vacation. And I stayed back and stayed in his house, stayed with home. He had a great, nice house out in the suburbs. It was like a 5-bedroom, really nice house, 3 levels.
Ooh.
Beautiful, huge backyard, just in a great neighborhood, very quiet, very upscale, with his Tesla in the garage and all that, yeah. But this dog kept pooping everywhere. And when he went to vacation and he had me stay at the house, I was taking care of the dogs. And I figured out a way where the dog could like stay in this one area, this gated area, so that when the dog pooped, we could clean it up and we keep the house clean, right? He comes back, lets the dog loose, all of a sudden there's poop everywhere again. I couldn't take it. I was like, baby, we have to do something about this poop. I cannot live like this. It's disgusting. It's a pigsty. He was
Fair.
like, my dog's gonna die. My dog's dying. What do you want me to do? My dog's dying. Okay, what do you want me to do? Okay, I had that dog since I was 14. I'm not gonna kill my dog. I'm like, calm down. Shh. Please, calm down. I'm not asking you to kill your dog. I'm asking you to come up with a solution. Can you solve problems?
Give him a diaper. Give him a little doggy diaper. You know, I totally like there for some reason there was like this thing in my head where like the first time I saw a dog wearing a diaper, I was like,
Oh, that's weird.
I didn't realize that like dogs, like female dogs get periods and they put on diapers. I don't know why I did not put 2 and 2 together, but like maybe we could get a doggy diaper for the poopy. The poo and the pee-pee.
He was like, blah, blah, blah. We get into an argument about this poop on the ground. And eventually he starts yelling at me, right? I was like, oh, no, I am not going to deal with it. So I leave out the front door, and his dog happened to be coming in at the same time. I almost squished the dog with the door. The dog almost had a fatality. Okay?
Oh my God.
He was like, don't you squish my dog. I was like, shut the up. I still had to accent. Bitch, I wasn't playing. I was
committed.
And scene. I said, shut the up. Girl, I had that accent down to I turned into a whole French woman. I was eating long bread. So that was the last straw. He was like, you can't live here anymore. I was like, fine, call me an Uber. Call me an Uber and help me get my things to this car. Okay? He calls an Uber. Okay? I put all my things in the car. I go directly back to my mom's house. A week later, he calling me talking about, oh, I'm sorry how that ended. You know, you want to come over sometimes? Blocked.
Period.
Blocked.
He had a little nanny, a gorgeous nanny taking care of his poo-poo pee-pee puppy. Girl, I have to tell you, you are an absolutely hilarious storyteller. Like, I'm dying. You were method acting for 6 months. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed. Girl, he's gonna see this and make a 50-part series about you. I was gonna say, you said that he, to this day, he thinks that you're French. As far as I know, you got a lot of views on this video, girl. I think it's safe to say if he has TikTok, he probably saw it. Honestly, I have to say, even though TikTok like almost got banned, the content on that app, when people thought,
Oh, it's going away. I can just share my deepest, darkest secrets.
what a time to be alive.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. So I posted this on my story. Basically just thanking Medicube because they sent me 3 HR booster pros, and I was like, oh my God, why did they send 3? That's literally so kind and so sweet and so awesome. Fast forward to today. I'm on the phone with my mom literally minutes ago. And she's like, hey girl, did you get the package? I said, what? And she said, did you get your Christmas gift package? A few days ago, she did tell me that I should be expecting a package from her, but I didn't know what it was. But anyway, so I'm like, girl, what package are you talking about? What do you mean Christmas gift? And she goes, and she's like, oh, the Medicube. And I said, pause. I said, like, what Medicube package? She was like, the 3 boosters with the collagen. I said, no! One for you, one for Jacob, and one for Kirsten. I said, no! You said the 3! Oh my God, so embarrassing! I have to pull up the screenshot again. This is so bad. I literally said, this is so bad. I said, oh my God, this is so much stuff. Thank you so much. Will Def have to gift a couple of you? Oh my God. Not only did I embarrass myself because it's so embarrassing, but I also spoiled my Christmas gift. I opened it early. I'm going to repress this.
Oh my God, I got some PR. I'm gonna just post it to my story.
To be fair though, how were you supposed to know that 3 Medicubes? Mind you, would they send 3 Medicubes in a PR package? I doubt that. I doubt that very seriously. Okay, so for future, usually in PR packages, the brand sends a little note that's like, hey, like so-and-so creator, we hope you enjoy. Like for any, posts, please tag us and use this hashtag, like et cetera, et cetera. Future brands, at least she's gonna do her due diligence and post about it. Consequences of giving a fake number.
To the girl that gave a guy a fake number, and it just so happened to be my number, sis, I'm glad you got away. I'm glad you were able to live in peace. But now, where does that leave me? So I'm on holiday for my birthday in Abu Dhabi, living my best life.
Just a little tidbit of information. Like fake numbers are a good way to get away. But here's a nice little tip for you. You give them a number that's actually your dad's number.
I'm her father.
Don't be subjecting random people to the harassment, okay? But your dad will do it. Obviously warn your dad that, someone might text, etc.
And I get an iMessage from a number that's not saved. Now, I instantly panic because my issue is I don't message people on iMessage. I go on WhatsApp. So I just think, who did I block on WhatsApp for them to now contact me on iMessage? The message was, hello, are you there? Does that not sound like the beginning of a horror movie? So I respond, hi, who is this? And he goes and says, oh, it's Kurt. Relaxing now, I don't know a Kurt. So I tell him, I'm sorry, you got the wrong number. Then he says, well, aren't you Liz? I said, no, I'm D. I think Liz gave you the wrong number. Now, this is where I messed up because I had no business in telling this man my name, but I thought I'm being nice because obviously she curbed you. She did it. She curbed you. And for good reason, because he goes on, obviously, to save my number and goes on WhatsApp to see what I look like. Now,
Oh, well, she gave me a wrong number, but maybe this one's okay.
Oh man. I think we as women need to get better at saying no. This is the thing though, like when we say no, it's always like,
Well, just because you don't have a boyfriend? What, is it because you have a boyfriend?
no, it's not. It's just because you're creepy and weird and I'm not interested.
the reason why I know he did this is because 10 minutes after I tell him I'm not Liz, he asks me, how old are you? Instant block. And I also go on WhatsApp and change my settings to make sure if you don't have my number saved, or if I don't have your number saved, sorry, you can't see my profile picture. After that, I'm thinking it's done. Continue on my holiday. No, I get a notification from Line. Now, for those of you who don't know what Line is, it is a Japanese talking app. It's basically like WhatsApp, just based in Japan. Now, the reason I have it is because I live there. So I'm not expecting anyone with a +44 number to also have the app. But lo and behold, Mr. Kurt has the app. And you know what he does? After me blocking him on iMessage, he goes and finds me online and adds me again for God knows what reason.
Oh
Actually, we know
God,
the
how are you
reason.
not embarrassed?
But now I'm a bit nervous because this guy has my number. He knows what I looks like. And obviously he can't take no for an answer, because why are you adding people who's blocked you on one form of social media on another form? Like,
Okay, so I see why the girl gave him a fake number, like I do. But like still, let's not put that on in the universe for someone else to deal with, you know? Like give them the number for a local police station. Some of these people are just so delusional sometimes where it's like they know they're blocked and it's like,
Maybe they just did something. Maybe something happened. Maybe their iMessage isn't working. Let's just go find them on another app.
because it can't be that they blocked me. Or maybe they know you blocked them and they're just still like,
Maybe if I convince her, she'll like me.
you gotta be a special kind of thirsty. Like, I swear to God.
Guys, I think I've just experienced my most embarrassing moment and I feel awful. Basically, I'm walking to the doctor's on my lunch break. I see these 3 schoolgirls walking as well. It's 3:20, school's finished. And they're walking along the road and they kind of come up to that traffic light crossing where you press the button and wait. And there's a guy behind them and he looks kind of shifty and he's kind of hanging back. He just looks a bit weird. And anyway, he kind of stops himself to then cross as if he wasn't going to cross, but he's crossing because they're crossing. So alarm bells ring in my head. I'm like, oh my God, these 3 schoolgirls, they're going to be followed home. Like, they look quite young, maybe like 12. So then I turn around and I go to the crossing to cross with them, to then hopefully speak to them at the other end of the crossing and say, girls, and just pretend that I know them, try and let this man pass, and then say, I'm really sorry to scare you, but there was a bit of an odd guy. Off you go, kind of thing. It just felt like something that I had to do. Anyway, that's exactly what I did. So I crossed the road and said, girls, can I just quickly speak to you for a second? And then this guy like hung back and kind of lingered and was watching, and I said, I'm really sorry to scare you, but there's a bit of a funny guy who he's following you, I think, or I just wanted to hold you back and just let him pass. The guy's like kind of watching, and then the girl's like, oh, that one. I'm like, yeah. She goes, that's my dad. I went, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I said to him, I'm so sorry, sir, I thought you were a bit of a funny guy, but I just was a bit concerned because you were hanging quite far back and it just didn't look like you were with them. And they laughed and said, thank you so much. That's really kind of you.
Oh my God, you also indirectly told them that their dad looks like a creep. Oh my God.
Like, really appreciate that. And the dad was really sweet, but I was like, oh my God, I've offended a guy. I think that he looks like a weirdo or like a predator.
You probably did.
And I thought I was doing a really good deed. I really had like this like maternal no, I need to look after these girls. And it then so happened that it was one of their dads. I've got myself a comfort hot chocolate because I feel so embarrassed and awful. And I hope that I haven't ruined their day. Well, I think they were sweet and fine, but I hope I haven't ruined his day.
Yeah, that interaction is gonna live in his head rent-free. Like, you fully just called him a creepy pedo. Your heart was in the right place, though, like, I have to say. My question is, why was he walking so far past? Like, why was he not walking with them, you know? The dad was probably told not to walk beside them, as they would think he's embarrassing. Okay, that's...
Dad, stop it.
You're embarrassing me. I think apart from the fact that you told the dad that he kind of looked like a little creep, he probably appreciated that you got their back. But still, the FBI couldn't get that confession out of me. Subscribe!